sports.
The Pittsburgh-Steelers forced 5 turnovers, including 4 fumbles, to beat the Patriots 21-14 yesterday. In the NFL this week, 49ers Pro Bowl defensive end Nick Bosa suffered a season-ending torn ACL in yesterday's win over Arizona. Cardinals running back James Conner suffered a season-ending ankle injury in the loss to Bosa's 49ers. And Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh confirms that Najee Harris suffered a torn Achilles and will miss the rest of the season. Week 3 of the NFL season wraps up tonight with 1-1 Baltimore at home against 1-1 Detroit. Kickoff is at 8:15. The Red Sox, they are off today. They will be in Toronto tomorrow night to start a 3-game series with the Blue Jays. And the Bruins kicked off their preseason slate yesterday with a 5-2 loss to the Capitals at TD Garden. They will visit the New York Rangers tomorrow night. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night and always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Kevin Majori on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Joe Murray has you next in a half hour.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was...
Welcome in, 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Let's get right into it. You guys know the phone number. You know how to watch us. You know where to find us. There's a lot to react to from yesterday's game. A lot. A lot. A lot. And I got to tell you right now, I think something's very smelly with the New England Patriots. Very smelly. And I'll tell you, turnovers, it leads to that. A lot to get into here. We'll start there. Not good enough to overcome penalties. That's the story. I was trying to log in, Skaz, and remember my passwords, and it got a little. All of a sudden, I'm thinking out loud. What's my passwords, everybody? But I'm in. All right, let's do this. Not good enough to overcome the penalties. A little bit of a slow start here on 98.5 The Sports Hub tonight. But I thought aggressive play style was the reason for 5 turnovers yesterday. The Patriots had 369 yards of total offense. The Steelers had 203. Last week, this is a victory lap. This is a flex. Last week, I said the key to the game would be stopping Cam Hayward. He had the tip on the goal line that led to an interception and forced the fumble on Stevenson. This from ESPN Research. The Patriots are the first team with multiple turnovers inside the opponent's 5-yard line since the Eagles in Week 8 in 2023. That was against the Commanders. We're 3 games into the season, people. The offense can only move the ball in 12 personnel with 2 tight ends. They can't move the ball past 20 yards through the air. They struggle to find Stephon Diggs and Pop Douglas in open field. And the play calling on the goal line was absolutely horrendous. Which one of those is untrue? None of them are. They're all factual. Factual. As for Mike Vrabel, the defensive mistakes and penalties and undisciplined play isn't what was advertised. Another flex for the night show. I wanted an offensive mind to come in here. I thought Mike Vrabel would come in to help the defense. They're worse, and I got the numbers for you to back it up. And I'll give it to you. Now, granted, the Patriots are without their best player, but their linebackers and defensive backs, their play has been absolutely poor. Absolutely poor. The aggressive play style to go for it on 4th and 1 yesterday from their own 15-yard line, yet didn't go for it down 10 points in a fourth quarter in game 1. What are you doing? The Patriots are all over the place right now. They keep relying on unreliable players. And again, more facts. Drake May is one of them. You can't throw the ball on 3rd down on the goal line. You have to take a sack when nothing is available instead of a costly fumble late in a game. Drake May could have had 3 interceptions on the day. He didn't. He got lucky. 1 drop, 1 called back because of a penalty. They're either too conservative or too aggressive. There's too many mistakes. There's too many costly penalties and turnovers. And it's just their behavior right now. The team just isn't good enough to overcome bad football. And to do it at home, where you're now 3-16 in your last 19 games. Mike Vrabel, we'll talk about the good, we'll talk about the bad, and we'll talk about the bleep that gets you beat. Well, I'll tell you, right now, there's a lot of bleep. The Patriots have the 3rd most accepted penalties in the league, 28. The 2nd most missed tackles, 39. The 3rd worst turnover differential, -3. The bleep is why they're bad. It's why they're bad. And they welcome the Carolina Panthers, who just had a 30-0 shutout versus Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to say it one more time. I thought the aggressive play style was the reason for 5 turnovers. I get it. You want to be aggressive. You want to go for it in certain situations. You want to show the team you believe in them. Well, here's the deal. You're probably believing in unreliable guys. I thought we forgot about Dre last week in Ramondre Stevenson, right? Yeah, I saw that, Skez. They forgot about Dre, but guess what? Dre came back with fumbles. You thought Drake May was taking the next step. You know what? He held on to the ball too long and got it fumbled. Or he threw an interception. Right now, the Patriots roster is littered with unreliable players. It's all they have. It's all they have right now. So what do you do about it? Find guys that you found. So if you don't like Pop Douglas, where's Efton Chisholm? If you drafted Travion Henderson in the 2nd round, 38th overall, why doesn't he get the ball more? If you want Kyle Williams to spread the field, why are you not spreading the field and looking for him? The issues with the Patriots is their roster. You know what Ramondre Stevenson is. You know what these guys, you know what Hunter Henry is with 2 touchdowns yesterday. You know what they are. You signed a bunch of guys, and we're starting to find out what they are and what they aren't. One good game for Spillane, bad one the next. That's what you paid for. Carlton Davis has always struggled against DK Metcalf. But he's an aggressive player that, again, has cost them. Last week, I said they took the identity of their coach late in the game with pass rush, such as Landry and Milton Williams. This week, did you get any of that? The defense at one point settled down and had 6 stops while the Patriots had 7 consecutive offensive drives in the zone of the Steelers. They punted once on the day. They had 5 turnovers, and they lost the game. They beat themselves. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers made the play when they needed to. I just think the aggressive play style by Mike Vrabel is a reason for the turnovers and the costly penalties. You're relying on guys that are unreliable. And how does this affect Drake May? This is what I mean by too much on Drake May's plate. I tried to give him a pass with the calls at the line and the protections and all that stuff. Nope. The Patriots are relying on Drake May too much to make everybody else better. The truth is, in his 15 starts in his career, Drake May needs others to make him better. And he's one of those guys in crunch time that makes costly turnovers. And that's what the Patriots are right now. That's their identity. 617-779-0985. That's the phone number. You can also join us on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. We got Skaz in here. We got intern Mark tonight. Jake's bouncing around here as well. I'm Joe Murray. Full show here until 11 o'clock here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.
I say something about the Patriots, and oh boy, the defenders come out. The defenders come out. And now I have people going, oh, so you base things off 3 games without Gonzalez and Tavai? Are you serious right now, dropping a Jelani Tavai on me? Out. You guys have to look at reality when it comes to the Patriots. Did they beat themselves yesterday? Yes. Do they have enough talent to win games to be 3-0 this year? Yes. Is it okay to question their play calling? Yes. Is it okay to question the hiring of Mike Vrabel? Yes. Is it okay to question Drake May? Absolutely. Just because there's high expectations and they look better doesn't mean it is better. So I tweeted out a lot of stuff today regarding Mike Vrabel and Gerard Mayo through 3 games, whatever. Oh, Joe, do you really think if Mayo was the coach, they'd be better? This is my point. It looks better, but in reality and facts, they're worse. They are worse. The people are nodding their heads listening to the show or driving off the road. Yes, it looks better. They're not better. They're not. These penalties, these issues are the things that Mike Vrabel said were going to be different, right? Oh, we got to learn how to beat up on bad football. You guys are the bad football that teams are beating up on. That's fact. That's all I can do. I can only work in fact. I can put narratives of, well, if this didn't happen here, I don't work that way. I'm here every night. We give you current thoughts, things that happen on the fly, immediate reaction. That's what this show is. We don't spin narratives. I might, use a point that backs my argument that's, in jest at times. I'll do that all the time. But for the most part, speaking in fact, that play on third down on the goal line, that's unacceptable. 3 straight pass plays on the goal line is absolutely unacceptable. This is what I mean by being too aggressive can hurt. Being too aggressive can hurt. Now, may I just say this? All I heard regarding the hiring process of Josh McDaniels is that he is going to help Drake May with turnover-worthy plays, meaning plays that don't have turnovers. So, listen. You can't sit here and tell me that you like them throwing the ball 3 times in a row. But let me just say this. The play that was tipped at the line, that's why you don't call a passing play on the goal line. Do I have to bring you back to the Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl to tell you this? Like, you guys lived this, so don't defend it. It's defenseless saying that throwing the ball 3 times in a row was the right play. It wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, but the running backs, blah. You have to run the ball. You have this athletic quarterback that you can do multiple things for. And when you know what quarterback stands for, Skaz? Do you know why they call it a quarterback? Why? Because there are 4 guys who can run the ball. That's why. Oh, don't make me go back now. I'll give you the reason of why they call it a quarterback if you really want to. But you get this dynamic guy who has scored in the end zone. But what you do is you call a play that if there's a tip at the line or it gets ball, something, that can be a turnover-worthy play. You called a turnover-worthy play on a 3rd down that became what? A turnover. You can't make that play call on 3rd down. Oh, but he was open in the back of the end zone. Doesn't matter. He could have slipped, fell, fumbled. Instead, he threw it off a fat guy's hand and it got tipped. That's why you can't throw on 3rd down. And you've seen it, people. In the biggest game possible, you have seen it. Throwing the ball on the goal line, things can happen. bad things can happen. And the Patriots are bad things right now. They're bad football. Oh, but he was open in the back of the end zone. You can't call a throwing play on that play because a turnover can happen. Now, what do we find out later in the game? You can also turn the ball over on a running play, but that's on the player. That's on the player, who, by the way, has 9 fumbles in his last 18 games. Not good last I checked. You can't rely on Ramondre Stevenson. And at this point, you can't rely on Drake May to throw the ball on a third down. Am I making too much sense here? Do I have to yell to explain it? You can't throw the ball on third down on the goal line because it can get tipped and you can turn the ball over. You can't go on a 97-yard drive and come away with 0 points. That's on coaching. It's on coaching. It can't happen. No runs with an athletic quarterback. Was that analytics, guys? Was that analytics? Let's pull it up here. Analytics. Down 7 points. Let's see how it works. Let's throw the ball 3 times in a row. Oh, and then on third down, let's do a little slant pass where you throw it off some guy's fat hand. Turnover-worthy plays. He's here to help Drake May with the turnovers. 617-779-0985. They get the interception after that, by the way, after halftime, because they scored 0 points. And what do? They run the ball in the goal line, and he fumbles it away. Oh, well, so much for throwing the ball, blah. You can't rely on these guys right now. This is what the coaching staff is working with, but at least put guys in the best position to make plays. Ramondre Stevenson fumbling the ball, I can't blame on the coaches. I can't. But that play on third down, I absolutely can before the half. And, the Patriots have been bad before halves, everybody. The difference in the game was Rodgers to Austin for the go-ahead touchdown. The Patriots were stopping him 6 straight drives. They scored 7 points to tie the game during that drive. But the Patriots had another end-of-game drive on a 4th and 2. They call a button hook to the sticks, and they got no fight for the first down. I haven't even gotten to that play yet, Skaz. I haven't even gotten to Pop Douglas yet. No fight from Pop Douglas. Avoiding the contact. That's the player you can't rely on. Stevenson and Pop Douglas are part of the Belichick regime. Ramondre Stevenson got an extension. People told me on this radio station and called into this show, told me that Pop Douglas was going to be the top receiver for the Patriots this year. Please take a giant L. He's not tough. He's not good on the outside. And it's not the first time he hasn't converted with Drake May on a 4th down situation. Happened against the Rams last year. The end of halves and end of games all fall on the coaching staff. It's been poorly managed. They are not prepared nor have the talent to execute late in games or late in halves. With all their running back issues, it's time to unleash Travion Henderson. I watch a lot of college football. Henderson was never a guy who was a main tailback. They got in Judkins last year as a transfer. He's always been in somewhat of a 2-back system. He always has been. It's time to unleash Henderson. It's time to open up the offense. It's time to get Chisholm and Williams involved. The guys they currently have aren't reliable enough. It's time to go with the guys you drafted and that you know. I also wanted to bring up one other thing regarding the Patriots and their penalties. Last year, the Jets led the NFL with 8 penalties per game. They were charged with the most penalties overall with 137. The Patriots have 27 in 3 games right now. They're on pace for 162 penalties this year. I went back and looked up Mike Vrabel Tennessee teams. In 2020, they had 88 penalties. In 21, they had 105. In 22, they had 111. In 23, they had 110. It almost got worse every single year from Mike Vrabel. Through 3 games right now, the Patriots have the second most turnovers, the second most sacks allowed, the second worst red zone defense, the third worst field position on offense, the fourth most penalties in the league, and the fifth most missed tackles in the league. The team has a lot of fundamental issues to improve on. And through 3 weeks, their defense, I'm not letting them off the hook either. They're 26th in total defense, 32 in pass defense, 3rd in run defense, 19th in scoring defense, 19th in red zone defense, 14th in third down defense. At some point, Mike Vrabel needs to be accountable. I know that you can't rely on Ramondre Stevenson and Pop Douglas. And at some point, there'll be a time where we think we might not be able to rely on Drake May. I'm not there yet. But when do we start to say you can't rely on Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels? 617-779-0985. I've thrown a lot at you. I did post game yesterday, so I've been literally probably now 24 hours. I've been sitting on this one, Skaz. Not sure how you feel about all those numbers or anything I've said tonight, but the reality is I know the roster has issues. This goes back for years with their drafting and free agency. But, Skaz, one of the reasons I did not want Mike Vrabel as the coach is because I wanted more of an offensive-minded coach. And I thought with Gerard Mayo, maybe the defense still had some things in play. The defense is getting worse. Yeah, the offense is better, but when you look at it through 3 games, the Patriots were better statistically. It might look better this year, but they were better statistically last year. And right now, Mike Vrabel needs to take more accountability.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, and I'm not at the same time, which I know is, sitting on the fence. But I thought the Patriots played better than the Steelers yesterday, and that's kind of why the game was so frustrating.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I don't know, Joe. I'm not surprised by anything by the Patriots yet this season. I never thought they were a 10, 11. I never thought they were a 9 or an 8-win team. I thought they were a 6 or a 7-win team, and now I'm not even sure they're that at this point. So they're a bad football team. They have a bad roster. They don't have a lot of talent on their roster.
Do you think the talent, though, could have won the game yesterday? Absolutely.
Absolutely, they could have won the game.
I think they could have beat the Raiders, too.
Yeah, if you don't have 5 turnovers, and they easily could have 7, they got lucky on a couple penalties. They easily could have won that game. So Mike Vrabel has his work cut out for him. And I'm not a Mike Vrabel guy. You're not a Mike Vrabel guy. But to think he was going to turn it around in 3 games, I was never in that camp. I never thought. And
I thought the defense would be better.
I did think the defense would be better. I also thought their best player, not just on defense, but on the entire roster, wouldn't sit out, a month and a half, 2 months now at this point because he's got a tight hammy, and we haven't heard.
You think they need him?
It's soft and smelly on that one.
Does
Joe.
it look like they need him?
Yeah, I would say they need him. They need him bad at this point. So that's another thing too, where I think that's something that's bothering Vrabel. McDaniels, I think, is much more to blame than Vrabel to this point in the season. Okay. I think the play calling has been awful.
What about the 4th down? I thought it was a good call. I want.
You're talking the Douglas one at the end.
I want a guy to throw it past the sticks.
Yes,
of
course.
But on that play, the way it was designed, the way it was done, that should have been a 1st down.
How about if the guy that catches the ball goes forward instead of backwards?
But now we're talking about a 6th-round pick that doesn't fight through contact, who was supposed to be the best receiver they have.
I was told that as well at multiple points in the offseason.
My thing is they can't rely on this guy. They can't rely on him. They can't rely on Stevenson, and at some point, I don't think we can rely on Drake May either.
Yeah, I'm not
ready to pull the plug on Drake May.
No, I'm nowhere near close to that. I think Drake May is, one of the few bright spots this season, and he still turns the ball over way too much. I think Ramondre Stevenson is a straight up problem. I don't know why he's still on the football team, and that may sound a little harsh, a little crazy, because he has had, good moments, but this is a running back that's fumbled for 2 straight years, and he's not Saquon Barkley, he's not Derrick Henry, he's not even, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, he's nowhere near those guys, and he fumbles the most in the league. And when you're a bad football team, Mike Vrabel talked repeatedly in the offseason that they weren't going to play bad football. He was going to eliminate bad football. The number one thing to me that bad football is turnovers, unforced turnovers. And Ramondre Stevenson is coughing up the football left and right.
Yeah, may I just say this? I don't think Mayo would have fixed any of this stuff. Mayo had to be go. I was out on Mayo week 4 last year. But they were a more disciplined team. That's a fact. That's a fact. The numbers show it, Skaz. I'm not just saying it. Like, they were more disciplined through 3 games. Now, one of them was a blowout, but they were a more disciplined team under Gerard Mayo. I thought more from Mike Vrabel, and I'm not seeing it right now. That's disappointing. I also think he needs to take a little bit more accountability, because I got some quotes for you. Oh, wait, you remember the press conference? Let's get into that on the other side. There's a lot of stuff there. I see you guys lined up on the phone lines. We'll go to you coming up next after the headline. I'm Joe Murray.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots, they fall to the Steelers yesterday, 21-14. Drake made a costly fumble late in the game, but did throw 2 touchdown passes to Hunter Henry. They'll take on the Carolina Panthers next week, who had a 30-0 shot. through 3 games was better than Mike Vrabel. I mean, it's just a lot of them, but if there was one, it'd be brought to you by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night, always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. I see you guys lined up on the phone lines. I'm spitting facts here. And Mike Vrabel said all these things. Oh, we're going to work on this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And they're not doing it. Yesterday, Mike Vrabel, we don't need to lose a football game to know that turnovers are very hard to overcome. They erase all the good things you do. They take away momentum. They take away points. They give them field position. We didn't need to turn it over as many times as we did to learn a lesson. I think we knew that before. It was very unfortunate. On Ramondre Stevenson, we have to get him back. We need him. I disagree. On the final 4th down play, Mike Vrabel said Demario Douglas should have tried to knife through the defense. The decision that Pop made wasn't the right one just because we didn't get it. And here's another one from Next Gen Stats. The Patriots had 14 missed tackles yesterday. Their highest in a game since 2018. So far this season, New England ranks 2nd in the league with a almost 18% missed tackle rate heading to the late Sunday slate. And, how about while we're at it, through 3 games, Gerard Mayo had 13 penalties, 1 turnover, 1-2 record. Mike Vrabel, 27 penalties, 6 turnovers, 1-2 record. It looks better, everybody, but it's not. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. Let's start with John in Scituate. John.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in, dude, nothing about this defense is good this year. You saw, especially the Peppers loss, he's hitting with his head. All those guys under Belichick were trained to tackle with their hands, punch the ball out, hit their helmet on the ball. There's none of that anymore. And then as far as Stevenson goes, dude, it's there was 7 fucking fumbles last year. And now the same.
Hey, buddy, you can't swear. You can't. Here's one. Oh, look, another sports talk host saying that Mayo is better than Vrabel. I don't know about you, but I, for one, am shocked. Honestly, not sure anyone listens to radio anymore. Unfortunately, sir, you just don't like facts. Facts. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you to tell me I'm wrong. All I can do is go by the numbers. Mike Vrabel loves to use analytics, right? Don't go for it on 4th down 10 points. Let's go for it on 4th and 1 from the 15. It makes no sense. But the sports radio guys, blah. Facts. Oh, I will stuff you in a body bag with facts if you need it. Chris is in Rhode Island. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Joe. Love the show. Great. I got some numbers for you. Drew Bledsoe, first 10 games, 2-8, 8 touchdowns, 13 picks. Drake May, first 10 games, 2-8. A little better in the touchdowns with 14, but he's got 10 picks and 5 fumbles. He is the reincarnation of Drew Bledsoe. I got bad news for everybody.
I got better numbers for you. 15 starts for Drew Bledsoe. Had 21 interceptions, 19 sacks. When it comes to Drake May, 12 interceptions, 11 fumbles lost. I don't have the sacks, but there was 5 yesterday. I think Bledsoe in his second year took better. So far through 3 games, had a better leap than Drake May.
Oh, without question, and I think I'm out. I'm out on Drake May. I know it's early. I know it's real early, but he's still got mechanic problems. We haven't even fixed his footwork yet.
Chris, let me just say this to you: Drake May, right, was the best player in high school. Josh McCown was his coach. He goes to North Carolina. He plays behind 3 other great NFL guys. He starts as a freshman, and he's just dynamic and awesome. Comes back his sophomore year, still good. He's never faced the adversity ever because he's been the best player everywhere he's gone. So he's learning on the job all these things, and he's not progressing to the point where the turnovers and these things matter. Do you get what I mean by that?
Yes, I do, 100%. I agree with you all the way.
Like, he's got talent. He's good.
I'm out.
He's good. He's got talent. He's just never has been able to learn how to, he's always used his ability to get out of a situation. Now he has to rely on other people, and it's not working right now.
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to overcome adversity because he's never had to face it. Like you said, he's been the best everywhere he's been.
Boom. Thank you. Facts. More facts in your face. Corey's in New Hampshire. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Joe. This team is almost borderline getting unwatchable. The fact that we were 31st ranked going into yesterday's game in penalties is flabbergasted me. My issue, the one thing I wanted the Patriots this year coming into the season was that I wanted them to play mistake-free and fundamentally good football. And through 3 weeks, we have not been able to do that. And I do not think that having Christian Gonzalez on the field is going to help us not be offsides, holding penalties, the kicker missing field goals, Ramondre Stevenson fumbles. And I think he needs to be, completely done with him.
Yeah, listen, and Corey, just to back it up, you have Efton Chisholm's been inactive, right? Well, Pop Douglas through 3 games isn't the guy we thought, so wouldn't you use the next guy that you drafted and that who made the team?
100%. And I guarantee you that Chisholm would have fought for that first down.
Absolutely. We saw it in the preseason. Remember the goal line play?
Yeah.
He caught a ball, got
100%.
crushed, and he went right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And if you watch the Forged on Fire, the YouTube series, they spotlighted Chisholm a lot in one of the episodes, and you could tell that the kid has fire, and the kid wants to prove it.
Yep. Hey, listen, the thing with Ramondre Stevenson is this. If he's your best player, you suck. The Patriots have relied on him too much. I would cut him. Last year, Gerard Mayo tried to bench him. Remember that? He's not going to start today, and he's right out there. Tom's in the Bay Area. Tom.
Hey, Joe. Rabel promised us effort and finish, and putting the ball on the deck 4 times is the opposite of that. I don't mind the Drake May pick because he'll learn from that. He'll know, okay, let me try to lob it over the top next time. But to see them throw up on themselves and then Mike kind of poo-poo it after the game, it's time to get this team running gassers. It's time to be, the tough guy that you're supposed to be. Honeymoon phase is over, Joe. We got to get to work here.
And here's the deal, Tom. I think that the Patriots, this is why I bring up the Mayo stuff. Mayo had guys that came from the Belichick background, that were disciplined, that knew how to play ball. But a lot of those guys got extensions. A lot of them. And Ramondre was one of them. 9 fumbles, 18 games, that gets your ass cut in the league. I mean, Austin Eckler was with the Chargers at a bunch, went to Washington. I know he's hurt this year, but he got passed over this year too. Dan is in Worcester. Dan.
Hey, just calling to say, the defense this weekend was pretty good, actually. I mean, especially after they calmed down after the first 2 scores. They did a great job. I feel like the Mike Vrabel defense was not the problem. It really was the turnovers, and I felt like they did an okay job of benching the right guys, but we couldn't overcome that at all.
Yeah, listen, they stopped them 6 times in a row, I believe, and the Patriots could not score. I think they scored 1 to tie the game. And really, the defense needed to make a stop when Rodgers threw that touchdown pass. So I'll give them a pass that they were better yesterday, but early on they were getting shredded, and they did settle in. But when it came to making the big play, they let Rodgers beat them.
Well, but fair enough, although that was the best Rodgers pass I've seen all season.
And that's all he needed, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point. You got your defense made a play a week ago. They couldn't this week. Steve's in Peabody. Steve.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How
Hey,
you
thanks
doing?
for doing that for me on Friday. Really greatly appreciated.
You tell Miss Pegs happy birthday always.
I will. Hey, listen, did you hear anything about the NFL with C.D. Lamb? He got hurt in the first quarter and left.
Yeah,
and all bets were and all bets were taken off. But then he came back in the second to play one play, and he went into the end zone, and you could see him, started there with his leg, and he never came back. But all bets were back on because he came in for one play.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, buddy.
I don't either, man. It smells smelly.
Yeah, it does.
Thanks,
bud. Pal.
Appreciate you. Some guy in chat. Come on, Joe. Nothing about last year's team was disciplined. Come on. Well, Mr. Guy in chat, through 3 games, Gerard Mayo's team was more disciplined than Mike Vrabel's team through 3 games. And that's just facts, bro. You don't like it. You don't like the facts. That's what you don't like. The Patriots punted once yesterday and lost the game. They fumbled twice. Once on the goal line and threw an interception on the goal line. Like, I'll say this. Last year's team could barely get into the red zone. But guy in chat, sir, you don't like facts. And the fact is, through 3 games, the Patriots under Mayo more disciplined than the Patriots under Vrabel. And this is what Vrabel promised people. Does it look better? Yes. Is it better? No. Facts. F-A-C-T-S. Facts, 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 facts. Facts, 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 facts. Facts, facts, facts. Not F-A-X. Facts. We'll go to the top of the hour here. Do you know how to spell facts? Not sure if you heard all that. Remember, I think years ago I sang the Facts of Life song. You pick about the facts of Pats. The facts of Pats.
Maybe if I do some real searching, I could find that. It's got to be in there somewhere.
Yes, and they were more disciplined because of the older players from the Bill regime. But guess what Mike Vrabel did? He became the Godfather and Michael Corleone and whacked them all. So you no wonder why they're not disciplined. The facts of Pats. The facts of Pats. When the Mike Vrabel promises this and that. The facts of Pats. The facts of Pats. Well. Wrong, somebody says in chat. Do you need me to stuff you in a body bag with facts? I won't do that. I'll save everybody. We'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Zone.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray on
In football, just about to get going between the Ravens and Lions. A nice little matchup for tonight. Other NFL news, CeeDee Lamb injured. He's got a high ankle sprain. He's going to miss the next couple of games. Nick Bosa could be done for the season with the 49ers. Rockets point guard Fred VanVleet suffered an ACL today in practice. It was torn, so he'll be out for the season, and the Red Sox begin a series tomorrow with the Blue Jays. Headlines, they are brought to you by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning. Day or night, always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Boston's best sports talk. There's an app for that. Download the Sports Hub app for loads of stuff. Absolutely free. Connect with the shows, get podcasts, and more. Get it where you get your apps. Or at 985sportshub.com.
He's not too young for me to give him a nickname that you're not going to love.
Okay,
you ready?
let's hear it. I'm ready for it. He probably deserves it.
Drake, maybe. You got to say, like, Drake, maybe, right? He may be good. I don't know. Is this an even week or an odd week?
So good. I'm never going to call him that, but that's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a really good nickname.
It's Drake, maybe. I'm sorry.
I feel like that might stick unless he can shake it.
Come on, maybe. Let's do it. Have some fun out there, kid.
Just don't have your one terrible play half. I'm a complete believer. I have an incredible amount of Drake May stock, but he just can't.
Over prone. Maybe he can throw for 300 yards. Maybe he throws an interception. Maybe he can win a game at the end. Maybe he won't. Maybe this, maybe that. Drake, maybe. That's exactly who he is right now. Oh, you guys don't want to hear it. They drafted a kid 3rd overall. He's supposed to be ready right away. He's never, ever faced adversity. And do you know why? Last year he looked good and showed promise. The team was so bad, they threw him out there. He didn't know what he was doing, and he was just using his ability. And he showed it. Well, now he needs to become a football player and a quarterback. And he needs other guys to make him better. It's just a fact. And listen, everyone's going to always compare Drake May to Tom Brady. It's always going to happen here. We shouldn't. It's not fair to him. But let's just be honest. When Tom Brady took over, he had Terry Glenn. He had guys he could rely on. He had Troy Brown and others, right? And over the years, they kept getting him more guys to help out. And they helped him. What I mean by too much on Drake May's plate is this. The Patriots need Drake May to be an elite top 10 quarterback every single game. And he's just not there yet. This is why they wanted to sit him last year. This is why the Giants are sitting Jackson Dart right now. They don't want to throw him into a game against the Giants with their media and him suck, and therefore they lose the guy. Didn't Tom Brady just comment about this? Didn't he just talk about being a young quarterback in the league and that you need to lean on people and that it takes time and eventually that when you are early on and you make mistakes, the media gets on you and eventually you start to hear it and you suck. Now, the same thing happened to Mac Jones. Let's just be honest. Mac didn't have the ability. And I know he was a turnover machine. He was. But at times, I don't think Mac was this bad. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't think Mac Jones, he was very heady, Mac Jones. His biggest issue was his athletic ability. And I don't want to bring up the Mac Jones we're watching this weekend, but you know what? He's got a lot of guys that help him. Drake May doesn't have the talent to pick him up. The Patriots need Drake May to pick everybody up, and he's not there yet. I don't fault Drake May for that. I don't. He's not ready. Everyone wants him to be ready. Hey, Jaden Daniels has Terry McLaurin and a cast of characters. Even Austin Eckler helped him out last year. Right? Zach Ertz, all those guys really help out Jaden Daniels. And we'll probably see it with Michael Penix. We didn't yesterday, but he's got Drake London and others. He can lean on Bijan Robinson. Who does Drake May have? Drake May has no one to pick him up. The Patriots are set up where they need Drake May to be their best player. It was the same thing with Mac Jones. It was. They can't lose this kid, though. And I don't think they will. But he's going to make mistakes. The problem is his mistakes are costly. On the goal line, end of games. When he has multiple, he's even worse. The Patriots roster is not great, everybody. It's not. But they are asking too much out of him right now. And he's just not there yet. He's just not. 617-779-0985. You get Steve in Providence. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Joe. Really funny story. So I actually met you at the Encore. You were like broadcasting at the Encore, and I was there with a couple of my buddies.
Was I with Barth or was I with the morning show? Was I with Barth or the morning show?
No, it was at night. You were...
Yeah, it was with Barth.
I think you were... Yeah, you were probably with Barth.
Yeah.
I met you. You gave me a koozie and a T-shirt. It was incredible.
Yeah. I love to give away swag.
It was so incredible. Super great to meet you. A couple points. One thing that I wanted to ask you was your expectation of the Patriots, and this isn't like a troll question. Like, what is your honest expectation of the Patriots? But before that, something you said while I was waiting on hold was Drake has nobody to pick him up. David Andrews was on Zolak and Bertrand a couple weeks ago, and the question came up of like leadership, senior leadership in the locker room, and there really isn't any. And that's like a gap that they're missing. Do you think that has something to do with it? Like, he talked about Brewski and blah, 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 whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And just while I got you here, Steve, Brady had that, right? Brady had, I just bring up Troy Brown, right? David Patton was a guy that was in the league for a little bit of a while. Terry Glenn was a star player at the time who was, dealing with injuries, but he could rely on those guys, right? He could hand the ball off to Antoine Smith, who was in the league for a long time. Like, he had check down guys like Wiggy and others. And then as he got better, right, they got him Deion Branch. What did Deion Branch make Tom Brady look like, right? When they drafted David Givens, he really came along, right? So I'm just saying, like, then they got Gronk, right? Then they get Wes Welker comes in. You know what I mean? These guys were great players running that system. The system they're running right now, they don't have great players to run it. Yeah,
it's more of I think that there's a lack of leadership. I'm a very casual, I will say, football fan, but I think that there's something to do with lack of leadership. But I'm also curious about what your actual expectation is for this team this year. I'll hang up and listen.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you. He hung up. He met him. I give him a koozie, This guy in chat, man, he's all over me. Oh, my God, Joe, are you saying that Mac Jones was better than Drake May? No, what I'm saying is Mac Jones at least had Hunter Henry and other good players to throw to. They made the playoffs. He had guys that helped him. Kendrick Bourne helped. Guys helped him. I don't think Drake May has that. I don't. Some guy goes, "This is going to be one of those 5-minute conversations." Nope. Justin's in Lynn, though. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Joe, I have an issue with the Patriots game yesterday, and I didn't get to get on both games when you were Mark Ondero yesterday. I wanted to talk about the turnovers and the lack of coaching that they had in that game yesterday. The players weren't ready to come out and play that game yesterday, and they turned the ball over 5 times. And Joe, that's the main reason why they lost, is because of the turnovers.
That's why they lost, but at the same time, Justin, they don't have guys to rely on, though, to make plays.
The line was terrible yesterday.
Well,
and
he was sacked 5 times.
Yeah, it was just everything. The lack of execution and coaching was a really big part in that game yesterday, and that's why they lost.
All right, Justin, appreciate you, buddy. 5 turnovers, that's why they lost. I don't know. There's a lot of other things. How about being too aggressive? Hey, Scaz, what'd you think about the 4th and 1 from the 15-yard line? Did you like that one? They got it. You do that in Madden, okay? You don't do that in real life.
Yeah, that's a sign of a desperate football team.
But they don't go for it on 4th down 10 because of analytics.
Yeah, I can't really explain that one to you. I wish I could. Don't have an explanation for that one.
I think the aggressive play and the desperation is the reason for the turnovers. Like, Mac, you mean to tell me that Drake May, on that ball that he fumbled away, shouldn't have just went down? Like, live for another day. You know who lived for another day? Ben Roethlisberger.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right? Russell Wilson, I didn't love why Russell Wilson was bad last night.
He was as bad as a quarterback could be last night.
But what I'm trying to say is he knows when to go down.
He doesn't know that you have to throw it to someone on your team on 4th down, though.
His, what was that ball that they always called it? Like the moon ball? That thing just don't moon no more.
No moon in that.
No more moon, baby. All right. Hey, we're expecting a guest. Well, I'm working on it. Maybe they'll call in next. Maybe not. But we'll take Patriots all night long. We're going to talk to Doug Kyed in the second hour tonight. So we'll have him on at 9:20. We got In or Out. We got the musings. We got a full house. Oh, and by the way, I got to shout out our buddy Gino over at the Avenue in Somerville. Came by tonight, dropped us off some Detroit-style pizzas and some duck wings. I got a video of Jake trying the Detroit-style for the first time. Mark, our intern, they tried it for the first time. They loved it. Some great undercarriage as well. Some good bites, crisp. Thanks, Gino. Check them out. Somerville Avenue. I got the duck wings as well. Duck wings. Woo! So I'll post those on social coming up in a little bit. But shout out to Gino. Go check him out. Avenue, Somerville. Great dude in a great spot. Nice little wine list over there. Martini bar. You name it. And the pizza takeout. Chef Kenny. Say what's up to him as well. All right, we'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5.
unders have been pretty hot when it comes to primetime games. So I thought both teams might move the ball a little bit, but the defense, when it matters most, the defense will be there. Wow, man, I can't believe the show tonight. The stuff's really starting to get to the Patriots fans, huh? Like, you mention anything wrong about the Patriots, and oh boy, the defenders come out. Oh, Drake May, what are you talking about, Joe? Well, right now, Drake May is a guy they want to rely on, but they don't. They can't. They need to, but he turns the ball over. It's just, at this point, when I think of like where do they go next, it does get pretty interesting. Phone number here is 617-779-0985. Jason is in Derry. What's going on, Jason?
Joe, what's up? I got several issues with the coaching this weekend. Number one is, what is Rabel doing taking the ball first half? This team's not at any level where we can afford to do that. Of course, they take the ball, turn it over, asinine. Number two is, what is he doing going for it on fourth and short on a 15-yard line, coming out? Dumb move. Number three is, after Stevenson fumbles the first time, his ass.
I know,
for a while.
they put him back out there. They put him back out on a passing route.
Oh, stupid. Like the other two guys can't pound it in the goal line. That was stupid. Numbers 4 and 5 is when they're down there. When May threw the interception, they had 3 timeouts. You already talked about no running plays. There's 3 timeouts. They couldn't call a timeout and check on May if he hit his head.
Yeah.
Either Rabel or McDaniels wanted a timeout there.
Yeah. How about one of my big issues was throwing the ball on third down on the goal line with 3 outs because I was with 3 timeouts because. I just look at it and say, if you want to limit turnover-worthy plays, you don't let your quarterback potentially get a ball tipped. It's like a field goal at the end. If you're up at the end of the game, it's not worth the field goal in case it gets blocked, right, or something happens. Just take the knee, run the clock out. I just felt like in that play, they could have. Here's the deal: they could have ran it on third down, and if they didn't get it on fourth down, use a timeout and come up with your best play. Right? They had multiple options there. They failed, bro.
That was awful.
They failed. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you. He was pissed, huh? Did you think that Gerard Mayo was not Gerard Mayo? Gerard Mayo. Did you think that Drake May was concussed, guys? I did. Who grabs their head like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speculate on a guy's concussion, but certainly looked like a play in which someone could have easily been concussed.
Absolutely. But my thing is, where are the spotters on that?
Yeah, especially because that's like the number one area where if you hit your head on the back part of your head there, that's the biggest, sure sign of a concussion if you get hit there. Like, you're not even allowed to do that in boxing. That's the one part of the head you're not supposed to punch. So I would say, yeah, I definitely thought Drake May didn't look all there during that interception.
But he was open in the back, guys. Don't tip the ball. Don't tip. Don't throw the ball so it gets tipped. Drive me crazy, people. Drives me absolutely crazy. 617-779-0985. That's the phone number if you want to jump aboard. May I just bring up the fourth down play? Can we hear it? Can we hear the Pop Douglas fourth down play? Because
You want the one from yesterday or the one against the Rams?
Oh, you got both scares, huh? Well, hey,
of course.
Let's go to the Rams first. Let's do that one. This was last year against the Rams. Drake May and Pop Douglas not on the same page. Let's hear that one from last year.
So the Pats are out of timeouts, 1:55 to go, and they're in a 3rd down and 13 situation. Rams with the 2 high safeties as May breaks from the huddle with Stevenson to his left. Demontre moves up in front of Drake, and now he's going to maneuver to the right side of the formation. 3 right, 1 left among the receivers. May drop back, fires down the middle, and it's intercepted. Douglas didn't look back for the ball, and the ball picked off in center field, and Kinchins lands on the turf After returning inside the 45-yard line, Pop Douglas streaking down the middle of the field, and Drake May firing that ball with an unsuspecting receiver and the defender able to easily line it up and make the pick.
He's 35 yards downfield. Just counted the yardage, and he never looked back for the ball. I mean, this is where you get exposed. On days like this, they got Cup, they got Nakua. It's an utter mismatch.
Oh, that was last year. Zoe went with the other team in their offense. So, why not? How about this? All day long, you're in 12 personnel. For those that don't know 12 personnel, it's 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers. And, well, all day long, it was Kayshon Boutte and Mac Hollins as the 2 receivers. And I was wondering why they weren't throwing to Steph Diggs and where Pop Douglas was. Well, Pop Douglas on a 4th down play, once again, him and Drake May, are they on the same page? Let's find out.
And now they face a 4th down. And a long one just across the Steeler 28-yard line right hash. 3 receivers to the left. Henry flexed out to the right, short side of the field, with May joined by Stevenson on his right hip to lean forward from the gun. Drake takes the snap. Blitzer's coming. Throw left, caught by Pop Douglas. He curls back, and he is tackled shy of the line to gain, it appears. Made the catch, trying to step around a defender, and he is brought down in the open field. And that is a terrific play for the Steelers by Peyton Wilson, who recovered the fumble in the end zone by Ramondre Stevenson. One of the 5 turnovers in this game, and now the Steelers get a turnover
1 minute,
rundown.
3 seconds on the game clock. 103.
103 to go. The Patriots are about to fall to 1-2 in a game in which they gave it away far too many times.
You're not getting enough from number 3 in this offense. You're not. He's not doing enough. If it's a call or if it's the player there, I remember the Julian Edelman podcast when Jules getting inducted said, talk to Billy O'Brien, and he says, give me a Billy O'Brien story. He goes, Billy O'Brien came to this meeting, and it's like 3rd and 6, and the receiver goes to 5 and catches it. Billy started to call him about the teapot. Starts brewing, turning red. Can you tell me why you're not at 7 or 8? I know what the call is.
Victory
What's the
formation for the
situation?
Steelers.
You can't run a route 3 yards short of the sticks. Is it the call or the player? It's both.
Ooh, so listen. I would love to get on Josh McDaniels. I would love to do it. I would love to do it. But on this one, right call, right play call, right execution, no fight. Have you ever seen, Skaz, I'm being serious, have you ever seen Pop Douglas be physical?
I feel like I was watching Brandon Lloyd for a second there.
No, Brandon Lloyd was known as a possession receiver.
Not a yak guy.
No, well, whenever he would make big plays downfield but fall. Like, there were guys wouldn't even be around him and he'd still fall.
Yes.
But he learned that for him to play a full season, he had to protect his body. But, like, there were other guys, like Brandon LaFell would take big hits. Welker took huge hits. Edelman would fight through everything. That's why I bring up Efton Chisholm. That preseason game, he showed me something. Remember the little goal line play? And he fought into the end zone like...
How about Steph Diggs? He'll go across the middle if he has to.
Oh, he did a couple... So, dude, on a 3rd down, he caught a ball probably 3 yards before, but his momentum, he turned backwards, and the way that he was tackled got the ball over for a 1st down. I would love to get on McDaniels and why it's not Steph Diggs and why it's Pop. I would love to do that. But you catch the ball and you fight forward. And to me, it's a 6th round pick from Liberty that tried to use his ability, took a step backwards. He cost the team. I don't know what happened if it was a 1st down. But may I just bring up Josh McDaniels and slot receivers, if that's okay? He had a history with Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. I mean, Amendola could play inside, outside. Jacoby Myers, they developed, right? Pretty good. How about Hunter Renfrow? What happened with him, Skaz? Was it how Josh McDaniels do with Hunter Renfrow? Guy was like a Pro Bowler the next year. How's this Pop Douglas working out? The same Pop Douglas that multiple people told me would be the top wide receiver option on the team. Has he ruined Pop Douglas now? Game of inches, baby.
If you don't want to, go at McDaniels for that specific play call, fine. I'll give him the pass there. How about just, pushing the ball downfield at all? Even a little bit. Just trying it, maybe making the defense think that you might even one time throw the ball more than 15 yards down the field. Is that too crazy of a concept?
Bro, do you know who's all over this one today? Lifshats. He has been coming up with these. He came up with this chart, dude, that the Patriots generally didn't really try anything. Everything was 8 yards and in.
Yeah.
8 yards in. Even Kyle Williams, who got open on a play, it was still a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a drag, but it was just a little play that he caught and went right out of bounds. Hardly anything was pushing the ball downfield. Do you know what I think on that, Skaz? They don't trust Drake May to throw the deep ball.
Isn't that what he's supposed to be good at?
Thank you.
Drake May, pros coming out of the draft were his arm talent, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
funny.
we should limit his arm talent.
I was screaming this yesterday in postgame.
No, keep the training wheels on him. Why not? It's safe. We'll turn it over 8 yards away from the line of scrimmage instead of 15.
So,
it's exciting.
To be fair, their best unit, really, when they move the ball and they're doing well, it's 12 personnel. It's Booty and Hollins. It's not Diggs and Pop Douglas. That's a problem. To me, that's a problem. Now, I understand you do what works, right? But how far can you throw the ball downfield, Skaz, when you have Mac Hollins and Kayshon Boutte and two tight ends on the field? And then, because all you're doing is throwing to your backs, right? Or trying to hit your tight end. Or it's always that, what do you call that route? Buckle, like the bullet, that little hook.
Like route. A button hook?
Button hook. There you go. Thank you. Button hook me. Yeah, that button hook is all they have. But when they do the crosses, it works. Why are there not more crosses? I'm trying not to blame Josh McDaniels for somebody not fighting for a first down. And I do want the ball to be past the sticks, but you know what? In this play, this was about Douglas not fighting for the ball. And to me, Stevenson and Douglas, dude, we talked about a bunch of capos getting whacked. I'd put those guys on notice. I'd put those guys on. And here's the deal. Chisholm is the next guy up, right? Maybe you give Henderson the look. Maybe you get somebody off a practice squad. Does Terrell Jennings want to play football on the practice squad? Is he somebody that can help? By the way, Stevenson's only here. Why? He got an extension. Money. I'd rather a guy like Chisholm out there who might not be as talented, who is a rookie, but is fighting for every yard. And that's what the Patriots need. They need guys who will fight. Pop Douglas, we might as well just start calling him DeMario. Because there was no pop into that play at all. Let's get to the headlines here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots losers to the Steelers yesterday. Well, they'll take on the Carolina Panthers this week with Bryce Young. They dropped 30 points yesterday on the Falcons. Zach Kerr, he'll play the defensive coordinator again this week, filling in for Terrell Williams. Thursday night football tie game, 7-7 right now. Derrick Henry just scored a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb's out with a high ankle sprain for the Cowboys. Nick Bosa, season could be over for the
If I was sitting here saying, they just got beat, like they did what they could. They didn't do what they could. They didn't. If people just did their jobs tonight, the Red Sox win the game.
Just like you wasted the A series and what you weren't able to do in that last series against them, you hope to make up for it in this Tampa Bay series. And yeah, you took 2 out of 3, you won it. But when you look at how the last series went and you should have won that, it's just hard to feel great because the next 6 games are going to be against better competition where you make 1 or 2 of these mistakes, you're going to lose. You're just not going to be that lucky, and there's not going to be that margin for error in the next 6.
The fact that they've lost 6 of their last 7 finales when they had a chance to sweep is not a good thing. That is not typically what I was going to say a World Series team. That's not typically what a playoff team does, honestly. Just a team that simply makes the wild card series. When you lose the finale and you won the series, it feels like you split the series.
Winning 2 out of 3, especially under the circumstances you just said, it's like settling for a field goal when you need a touchdown.
Yeah,
it's the half pennant of life in Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I've been tuning out on the Red Sox. Here we are. The pennant race. Watch another box score, seeing what people can do. And quite frankly, my flame is not burning anymore right now. Imagine that, Skess. No flame, baby. I did watch Crochet pitch. Was it the Tampa Bay, stadium that got me?
I think that got a lot of people this weekend.
Just didn't feel real.
Very minor league, literally. Very bush league. Steinbrenner Field.
Just, I don't know. But we'll keep talking about them. They take on the Blue Jays tomorrow.
It's a big one.
So Skaz had a busy weekend. You
Certainly
watched?
Did. I watched Saturday. I watched some last night. Pretty, frustrating game last night. Was it a good weekend? You win 2 out of 3.
Has it been good weekends? Is 2 out of 3 good?
That's the thing. You lost ground basically going 2 out of 3. And now you have to beat the Blue Jays, who are a better baseball team than you and have been all season.
But they clinched.
They did clinch, so maybe you get some hangover games.
But do they want to knock out the Red Sox?
That's the thing, too. Division rival. Maybe they want to see you in the playoffs, though. That's another thing, too. Maybe they don't want to knock out the Red Sox. Maybe they say, this team has one good pitcher, maybe 2 or 3 if Bayo and Giolito can figure it out, but the lineup can't hit. I'd feel fine going against this Red Sox lineup if I'm another team in the American League right now. Their lineup doesn't instill any fear in anybody. They don't score runs. Once every other week they'll put up a crooked number, but it's a slog right now for this Red Sox team, and they're in the middle of a playoff race, but they're still frustrating to watch, which is almost unbelievable, but very believable for this group of Red Sox.
Do you know who the F-WAR leaders are for the Red Sox this year?
I would imagine Crochet.
Number 1.
Duran.
Duran's 2.
Story.
Bregman's 3.
Okay. I had 1 and 2.
Rafaela 4. Story 5. Roman was 6. Narvaez 7. Abreu, who's back, I think.
I thought he was going to be back this weekend, so who knows?
Just remember, Abreu, same hamstring injury. Well, I don't know that for a fact, but a hamstring injury.
Him and Christian Gonzalez, on that same plan, or what?
Well, at least we knew that Abreu had a setback. We were told. Aroldis Chapman 9, Garrett Whitlock 10.
Chapman not as dominant lately. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Well, but you know what? People would rather him give up the runs now.
I have heard that. I believe Kevin Majori was of that track of mind.
But he's also a part of that Bruins thing,
Yes, yeah. He's scarred by years past.
Yeah, you'd rather just kind of let it happen early. What's going on in our chat tonight? Everybody's all, yeah. I was waiting on our guest. People are wondering. I don't know what to tell you. We give people a phone. But lately I've been wondering if it's Central Time.
You could have double booked at 9:20. We'll find out.
Who knows? We'll find out. But you know what? I would love that. Why not, right? Anyways. Well, I would like to have fun, Skess. People are here. because they love in or out. So let's do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe.
Or out. Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is
Remember?
Now, apple pie a la mode Oreos with the graham cracker as well. Joe Murray, are you?
Okay. Apple pie a la mode. Can it just be apple pie? What's a la mode?
Does that mean with ice cream?
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that.
I could be wrong there.
I love apple pie with
Thought that meant like...
Don't you love it? I love apple pie with ice cream.
I think it means in style or in the fashion is what a Google search is telling me.
Al dente.
Yeah, it is. It is with a scoop of ice cream on top. So you're getting apple pie with a scoop of ice cream flavored Oreo. Come on.
Come on. Give it to me. It's good. Nilla wafer? Like, you know,
like
I love.
Okay. They still making those?
I see them at CVS all the time. It's the only place I see them, though. Is that because old people eat? I mean, not all old people go to CVS, right? I'm old.
You got to pick up your prescription somewhere.
That's
right?
where I go.
Yeah.
Actually, Walgreens down the street over here. The only thing I like is they give you 3 packs of candy for $5. It's a great deal. Just got to use your phone number, though.
That's how they get you.
You ever notice that when you get something?
I've had that with Zins before. Like, you give me your phone number, I'll give you a couple bucks off. I'm like, I don't know what you're going for here, but yeah, sure, you can have my phone number.
By the way, the Tijuanas, what do you think?
Not bad, Joe. Not bad. You know, I don't know if I'd be double dipping too often, but not bad.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, mix them in.
No, nobody knows what we're talking about.
That's fine. That's most of the show.
I said apple pie Oreos in. Can I have ice cream with my apple pie Oreo?
I almost think you got to.
Someone told Einbein said don't age shame. I said I'm old. Next. Anything else?
Yeah, we can wrap up with this one tonight, Joe. It is one of my favorite weeks of the year when it comes around every couple of years. Joe Murray, it is Ryder Cup week. Are you in or out on the Ryder Cup?
In, Skaz, because it's something else to bet on.
And we'll be doing a little maybe Thursday night,
okay,
Wednesday night. Yeah,
we'll recap what we got for the rest of this week here because tonight's kind of our last night without interruptions. Well, yeah, really, because we don't. Rest of the week, no more interruptions.
Tomorrow
we have a Bruins game. And I think next week, a week from today, by the way, is media day for the Celtics. And a month from today is opening night.
It's quick.
And it's smelly. Do you know now that I get people that just send me stuff on social of sniffing?
I had someone tweet me this weekend, soft or smelly.
I got one of those too.
It's probably the same one.
Someone goes, "Hey, Joe, did you get the sniff test tonight?" And I was like, "What are we sniffing?" Money? What's Moneyball? Moneyball 3? What's this thing he's talking about? And then they wanted to get into the 39 points, 368 yards, and 1 touchdown under Mayo, and then under Vrabel, the 60 points, 785 yards offensive, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But yes, they're better numbers, but you know what? You're still 1 and 2. You're not better. And by the way, guy on the internet, see, people get mad at us when we use things to back our argument. But when the people on the internet do it, it's okay. All I can tell you is this, people. The Patriots. 2 interceptions dropped. How about the 4th down? Do they consider that a turnover at the end of the game? How about that? They went for it 4 times on 4th down, too. Oh, man. You know what? I will defend the screen teamers forever. You know that? Because the Patriots are still the biggest wusses out there. They could be 0-16. They're 0-16. Hey, listen. I was there for 1-15. I was there. Scott Zolak, backup quarterback. I was there. By the way, I watched the 96 Super Bowl because of Bill Parcells, which I will get into a little bit later. Watched it again this weekend.
Yeah, he was locked into that game, wasn't he?
Early on, they scored. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl.
Even when you were rewatching it?
He threw a touchdown to Ben Coates. And you know what I saw? He threw a touchdown to Ben Coates. Ben Coates was like falling and caught it. Zolak came and ran up to Bledsoe came right up to Coates. But Zolak's the backup quarterback was in the end zone cheering. I'll find it. No, legitimately. Think about this, right? If
we would have had a field day with that one.
If
he was looking like Aaron Glenn running down the sidelines.
If Drake May throws a touchdown to Hunter Henry, do we see Josh Dobbs in there and Tommy DeVito in there?
I hope I don't see Josh Dobbs all season, Joe.
Oh, our buddy Hooch sat with Sean Stiletto last night.
Oh, there you go. The Italian Stallion.
He keeps telling him, "You're going to go on my buddy Joe's show." You know what? We get the cutlets on. I'm not doing football.
No.
I want to know if he beats his
We're
chicken,
getting a couple fedoras. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah,
does he use a mallet? What about a football? You think a football pounds chicken good?
Got to get him hooked up with the guys that were breaking in the footballs over there.
That's
right. We can get them on the same page.
Could that be something that's going on with the Patriots? Maybe they're not flubbing up the footballs enough?
New kicking balls this year, too. Is Borgalis gonna mention that?
I mean, what's going on there? See, this is what happened. They've lost their edge. Anyways. All right, let's go to the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Telfair Tire Studios, WBZ HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Burt.
Back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Oh, no. What do we do here on this segment? This is what I have on Drake May. Oh, by the way, I think the Patriots need more from their rookies. Their rush offense this year, did you know it's ranked 32nd in EPA? That's a Lifshat's number, by the way. Their running game, 32nd. Rush offense, 32nd. Success rate, 29th. Not good. Ramondre Stevenson is 6th in total value amongst running backs. He makes $36 million. Travion Henderson was the 38th pick. Stevenson has 9 fumbles in 18 games. Not good. Patriots haven't been getting much from their rookies. All their draft classes struggled. It was the worst game for Campbell this week. Their first-round pick, he allowed a team-high 7 pressures. PFF had that. Jared Wilson got beat on a stunt that led to a sack. Wilson allowed 4 pressures. All the skill players, Henderson looked to be less involved this week. With both veteran running backs fumbling, he gets what? 14 touches, 11 carries for 28 yards. And then Kyle Williams, yet to crack the wide receiver rotation on a regular basis, has 9 snaps on Sunday. He recorded 1 catch on 8 yards. With Douglas off to a slow start, it'll be interesting to see if his role will grow next week. They need more from the rooks, baby. This is where I go with it. If you want to set the tone about who's in charge and what's accepted, you would do something with Stevenson and Pop Douglas this week. I think the simplest, easiest move. It's simple. Activate Efton Chisholm. Activate him. He moved the ball in the offseason. I thought him and Drake May had some chemistry. You know he's going to work for it, and you know he's going to fight for the extra yards. You also got to open it up a bit. And I think Kyle Williams can do that. They need more from their rookies. And by the way, there was a stunt, dude, on Will Campbell. I don't know if you saw it. Will Campbell, blocked somebody, but then a stunt came around like 3 seconds later and sacked Drake May. He's getting beat on slow stunts. He's not their problem, but it's not great. We're going to talk to Doug Kyed, Boston Herald, Pat's chat. We're going to get aggressive on the goal line here or what? We got a nice little big play. We should talk it out. What do you guys think? 4th down. Hey, let's be coach right now because Harbaugh can't figure it out anyways, right? So why don't we? It's 4th and goal, 1:37 left in the half. You're on the literally 1 yard line. What do you do?
Give it to Lamar. Best player on the field. Didn't work.
The play call sucked.
Bad play call. I would have had him run straight up the gut. I don't know what that was.
Just so everybody knows, they didn't convert.
No, certainly almost the opposite.
No. Give it to Lamar. Great. Lamar runs right. It's the play that Andrews could there have been Andrews' thoughts about dropping it? Could he have gotten PTSD for that?
I don't think anything.
It was the same play,
Nothing
Skaz.
was developed, though.
Everyone saw the play, right, that happened in Buffalo last year on the two-pointer?
We all
it was
saw
the
it.
same exact play. Do you don't mean to tell me the Lions didn't see that or remember that? What are they doing? Who's the offensive coordinator?
Is it? It's not Monken anymore, right?
No. All I know is, I'd be blaming the offensive coordinator for that one.
Can't blame Josh McDaniels for
Who's
that
the
one.
offensive coordinator of the Ravens? Because I'll tell you right now, that was a smelly play.
Is it Todd? He's saying it's
Todd
Todd
Monken is still there?
Yeah. I don't know why I thought he left, but according to Mark's research, blame Mark.
I thought Monken went elsewhere when he was with Georgia for all those years. Still with the Ravens, huh? Todd Monken. What's going on there, bro? I would have just
bro.
If you're a Ravens fan, you're pissed.
That was a fumble, right?
He kicked it. Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be a fumble.
Yeah.
You lost quite a bit of field position there as well.
Well, you would think that the quarterback that really wants it, right, would not do that. Is Lamar Jackson reliable, Skis?
Yes. I would say so.
Okay. Good answer.
Thank you.
I agree. But he still has some doubters.
Yeah, I mean, he does.
That doesn't help.
He's a fan of the night show with the amount of bowel issues he has.
True.
Guy runs off the sideline with diarrhea once or twice a year. But other than that, Lamar's out there.
I would blow it the other way towards the end zone. We'll talk to Doug Kyed coming up next on the Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to.
Show Joe guy. I say what I say, but let's go to the guys that report on the team and are a little bit more, reserved than me. And we'll talk with Doug Kyed. He is of the Boston Herald, Pat's Chat Podcast, and he joins us here on 98.5 The Sports. Up, Doug. How are you tonight?
Joe, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm great. I got home. I did my own post-game show here on 98.5 The Sports Up yesterday. And when I got home last night, it was you and Michael Hurley on the Pat's Chat. I watched.
There we go.
And Mike was very animated. And you were just like, yep, could have had him there on the goal line. Yep, But no, so again, this is what I mean by I'm Talk Show Joe flipping out, making accusations that, they were better through 3 games with Gerard Mayo than Mike Vrabel, which actually factually is true. It looks better, Doug, but they still are making the mistakes, and we got promises from Mike Vrabel that things would be different, and so far, they're not.
Yeah, and I mean, some more promises. I don't know promises today, but that they were going to practice the crap out of ball security, which you would hope that they were already doing, but they're going to be doing it now. Hopefully get 2 hands on that ball. But no, I mean, quite honestly, like 5 turnovers in a game, it's pretty embarrassing. That hasn't happened since 2008. Just amazing how the Patriots were able to shoot themselves in the foot over and over and over again in that game. So, yeah, I mean, hoping for more entertaining football in the future here, but the Patriots really gave themselves no shot to win that game, despite the defense's best effort, because the defense actually played pretty well in that game.
Oh, yeah. So I would like to say that, getting stopped on 4th down would be 6 turnovers, but, I won't nitpick on that one. Well, let's talk about the 4th down play. Let's do it. I want to, me, I like to get on the offensive coordinator at times. Ball was there, man. Play happened. It was right there, dude. Where's the fight with Pop Douglas? And, there's a lot of your colleagues who said that Pop Douglas would be the top receiver on this offense. And, man, he didn't fight for that. To me, like, Efton Chisholm fights for it. We saw it in the preseason. This is now the second time between Pop Douglas and Drake May where they're not on the same page or just didn't finish last year. Remember the 4th down against the Rams? Same thing, man. I don't know. I'm starting to have my doubts about Pop Douglas and his toughness.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say so much toughness, but just awareness of where he is on the field. Because after the game, we talked to him, and he said, like, yeah, I knew I was around the 1st down marker. That's not something you would ever hear from a lot of the slot receivers or a lot of the Patriots' most consistent receivers of the past. Can't imagine Julian Edelman or Troy Brown or Deion Branch or Wes Welker being like, yeah, I knew it was around it. And if you make that catch, you either have to basically just like fall backwards, fight between defenders. It's a huge risk at that point to go backwards. So that's one of the reasons why I've said, I think honestly, you've got to sit Demario Douglas for a couple of weeks. Like hope that it clicks in that time. But give Efton Chisholm a chance, give Stephon Diggs a chance in the slot, give someone else a chance there because right now, Drake May and Pop Douglas seem like they're not on the same page. Pop Douglas has 13 yards in 3 games, lost yards in week 1, and it's just not happening right now. So I think that might honestly even be beneficial to Douglas to say like, all right, we're going to sit you for a couple of weeks, see if this can get going in practice, and then give you another shot. But it's just not happening right now.
Can you explain? We talked about this last week, so we're back to it again. But this 12 personnel, Booty, Mac Hollins, 2 tight ends, are they? I'm just going to ask you, Doug. Do you think that they're worried about Drake May airing it out and turning the ball over, and that's why they continue to go 12 personnel?
No, I think they probably go 12 personnel more because they know that they can run better out of that formation and that they can depend on Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. I think in this game, the Steelers were playing a lot of cover 2, a lot of 2 high shell. So like there just really wasn't a lot of things open for Drake May downfield. And to his credit, he didn't take any unnecessary risks. I would like to see Drake May air it out, but I also think that you have to be smart about it. I'm currently pounding the table for way more targets for Kayshon Boutte. Like Kayshon Boutte has clearly become a playmaker in this offense. Made big plays in week 1 with over 100 yards, made the incredible touchdown catch in week 2, had possibly the biggest play of the game, 20-yard catch for Kayshon Boutte in week 3. Yet he's only receiving in the last couple of games 2 or 3 targets per game. So I think that they have to find a way to target Kayshon Boutte more, because Stephon Diggs isn't gaining a lot of yards per catch. Demario Douglas clearly isn't. Mac Hollins, it's a lot of easy throws to him. Hunter Henry can only do so much. Kayshon Boutte's the downfield threat. You've got to get him more involved here.
What could have Drake May done differently? On the game-changing interception, or even the fumble there. I know you wrote about it at the Herald, but what do you think he could have done differently?
Yeah, I mean, on the interception, he should have lofted it a little bit more. Mike Vrabel said it today. Don't throw it flat there. Don't throw a bullet there. Try to loft it over the defenders, because even if Cameron Hayward didn't get his hand on the ball, Brandon Echols still might have made that interception. And Kayshon Boutte was wide open, so there was time to get it to him. And you also know with Kayshon Boutte that even if Brandon Echols catches up to him in the corner of that end zone, Kayshon Boutte's going to fight for that ball. He's the contested catch guy on this team. So really would have liked to have seen him put some more arc on that pass. And on the fumble, I mean, just go down or throw it away earlier. Held the ball for 5 or 6 seconds on that play, just waiting for something to happen. No one was getting open. I think he was going to try to shovel it to Trevion Henderson. He was 7 or 8 yards downfield. So there's no guarantee that shovel pass is even going to get to Trevion Henderson. There's a defender there anyway, so that might have been intercepted and taken back for a pick 6. So just really bad mistakes still from Drake May, which obviously none in week 2. No interceptions, no turnovers, but had the 1 turnover in week 1, 2 here in week 3. In his career, he's averaging, I think it's 1.19 turnovers per game. So over 1 turnover per game. Most of the top NFL quarterbacks are below 1, far below 1. He's more than doubling the amount of turnovers per game as Jaden Daniels, doubling Caleb Williams' turnovers per game. So turnovers continue to be a huge problem for Drake May, and it's something that he needs to solve, he needs to fix, because even 2 turnovers in that game, they're still losing the turnover battle to the Steelers.
So let's talk about this, and we're talking with Doug Kyed, Boston Herald, Pat's Chat podcast. So I'm at the belief where this is what I mean by too much is on Drake May's plate. It's not, I tried to think that it was the call to the line and the new offense and all that. The Patriots need Drake May to be their best player. They need him to make plays where, everyone's going to compare to Tom Brady, right? Well, Brady had guys he could lean on, at least early on, the Troy Browns of the world, and then Deion Branch became good, and then, Gronk, and then you name it, Welker, Edelman, the rest of the way. He could always lean on guys at an early age to make him better. But it's like the Patriots need Drake May to be the guy to make everyone else better. And the reality is they don't have reliable players. And at some point, could Drake May be one of those guys that's not reliable for the Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been consistent up to this point, obviously. And it's a good point. They need Drake May to elevate the offense. Whereas, there are teams with young quarterbacks who have those playmakers who can do that themselves. And that's especially true right now, where in week 2, offense kind of relied on Ramondre Stevenson quite a bit in that game to make plays. He made the catch downfield, ran the ball really well. So now if you can't rely on Ramondre Stevenson moving forward, I think that really does raise the difficulty level for Drake May, because then you've got a rookie in the backfield. Trevion Henderson led running backs in snaps in week 3, and his pass protection has become a serious issue. He's only had, I think, 7 pass protection snaps, 2 pressures allowed, plus 2 holding penalties. So more times than not, when Trevion Henderson is blocking, bad things are happening right now. So obviously that is going to put more pressure on Drake May, and that's going to raise the difficulty level as well.
All right, talking with Doug Kyed, Pat's Chat. I want you to look into this one. All right, I was on with Bedard yesterday. He gave me the good point, Joe. Good point. You got to look into the end of halves, end of games. It's a problem. It's a problem. And just, you mentioned that Kayshon Boutte play that he was open for. I hated the fact that they had 3 timeouts and didn't run the ball. And I know it's easy to say that, hey, Joe, look, the next possession on the goal line, they fumbled the ball. So I get that. But to me, you brought Josh McDaniels here for the slowing down turnover-worthy plays. Throwing the ball on 3rd down on the goal line is a turnover-worthy opportunity. And I said this on the show last week, but I thought Cam Hayward would be the star of the game or be the reason why he was. He hit that ball. He punched out a fumble, right? I just think that on a 3rd down, like we've seen it before, throwing the ball in that situation is not good. And they were so aggressive all day, right? Going for it on 4th and 1 on their own 15. Yet week 1, they don't go for it on 4th and 10, down 10 points. Like I don't get it. To me, it was too aggressive, and I don't think that put Drake May in the best situation.
I think that's fair. I think that they know that Drake May is a rushing threat on those passing plays as well. So I think that opens up some things that you can do down there in the red zone. I would have liked to see them run the ball at least once in that scenario. Patriots red zone offense didn't start off great this summer, but I do think it improved as the summer went along. So that could be a factor here. But I will say that I would like them to maybe save some of those plays that they have on 4th and 1. Some of the more gadget gimmick plays that they run in the middle of the field for some of those red zone situations. I know that the field is more open in the middle. It might be easier to pull those off. But when you get down to the 1 yard line, it also makes it incredibly difficult to throw the ball. Everything is so compacted down there that you are taking a risk, obviously, there, either of a turnover or just someone getting their hand on the ball and knocking away on 3rd down, and then you're forced to kick a field goal. So definitely risky for them to be throwing that much down there.
All right, can we look ahead a little bit here? I mean, it's covered, right? 5 turnovers. They need to be better. Don't turn it over. The defense looked good at times. Real quick, do you think they should look at another running back on a roster?
I don't hate the idea. There's a lot of decent guys on practice squads. I put the whole list on Twitter, but Cam Akers is out there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, obviously they're on a practice squad, so they're not a top tier guy or anything like that. But these are guys who've ran in the NFL. They've been high draft picks. Just add some competition there. And not only add some competition, but if it gets to the point with Stevenson or Gibson where you really can't trust those guys, then you have to make them inactive on game day. You need someone else to know the system. They've got an open roster spot right now. They might use it on the special teams linebacker, Mark Robinson. But yeah, I would sign a running back off of another team's practice squad just to get another guy in the room, get another guy in the building, someone who can be better than their current practice squad running back, Terrell Jennings.
Just give me Dearness Johnson, somebody like that who can just...
Yeah, Dearness Johnson, that's another one. Yeah, for sure.
Guy that he's big, he knows his role, and if he makes any mistakes, he's cut, right? It's just one of that. It's that position nowadays, I feel like. But this team, I would like them to give the ball more to Terrell, to Henderson, Travion Henderson. But I don't know what's going on there. Do they not Josh McDaniels has always had a problem of trusting rookies. He always has, and that's especially at the running back position.
No, and quite honestly, Henderson hasn't been that effective so far. And then you combine that with the pass protection issues, and you can kind of see why maybe they aren't doing that, why they aren't using him, because he hasn't made that many big plays at this point. I think he's averaging less than 4 yards per carry. So I'd like them to still continue giving the ball, see if that can free up a little bit. But at this point, it hasn't. But yeah, no, you mentioned Dearness Johnson, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's on the Dolphins practice squad right now. That's a guy who can run the ball. You know what he is, at least.
Let's look at the Panthers, who won 30-0 yesterday over there. Michael Penix and the Falcons. If you had to choose today, Bryce Young or Drake May?
Drake May. What about you?
I think it's Bryce, dude.
Wow.
And the reason why is Bryce has been benched. He came back. He's had a mentor in Andy Dalton. I think he's learned. He also has Ted McMillan now and Xavier Legette and Hunter. Renfro's been there to help him out. They've added to that, right? Taylor Mawton. They have a lot of guys that they've kind of built around him, where they need the former number 1 pick to really be that guy. Their defense made some really big plays this week and had forced turnovers. They're 4.5-point underdogs, the Panthers. The Patriots are huge favorites. makes me think the Pats roll. But again, when I think of those guys who made plays, J.C. Horn and guys like that, I wonder. And the guy, Derek Brown, that's the guy I love the most. Like, I feel like those guys can be problems for that Pats offense.
No, it definitely can. The defense can certainly be a problem. I mean, shutting out a team in the NFL is really a huge accomplishment, obviously. So Patriots could have trouble moving the ball against the Panthers the same way the Falcons did. Going back to the Drake May, Bryce Young thing, though, what does Bryce Young do better than Drake May? Because you'd rather have Drake May as a runner,
turn the ball over. I'll look it up right now.
I know that he's got 22 interceptions in the NFL so far. That's a lot. He's got 3 so far this season. That's more than Drake May. Don't know how many fumbles he's lost so far, but he's just so small and so limited that I'm taking Drake May every time in that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I guess this is why they play the games, Doug. Did you know that?
It is true. Yeah, we'll see who's better.
You're right. Yeah, 12 interceptions in his career for Drake May in 16 starts, I guess.
Yeah.
33 games, so in 30 and 22. And yeah, May might be a better runner. All right.
He's bigger, so you trust him running the ball more, right? You're less worried about him getting injured, even though he has gotten injured, obviously running the ball. But with Bryce Young, it's it could be a disaster anytime that he takes off.
Yeah, Bryce Young 7 and 24 in his.
Yep, he has one more games. That is for sure, but still not a great winning percentage, obviously. Also, so he has 0.97 turnovers per game. So you are correct that adding in fumbles, he does turn over the ball less than May does.
Boston Herald, who do you got? Drake May or Bryce Young? I can't wait to see the article referenced on the Joe Murray Show on 98.5 The Sports Hub. But you know what? This is why they play the games, Doug. I like it. Yeah. It's good stuff. All right, man. I appreciate you. I've been crushing them all day.
I mean, it's you mentioned it, but it's an easy game to talk about. It's just so obvious why they lost the game. I've got one more thing. Does the fact that they were able to stay in that game as long as they did, up until the very end, does that change your opinion at all about the talent on the roster?
So
do you feel like maybe this team is a little more talented than we thought they were, just based on the fact that they could stay in a game where they turn over the ball 5 times?
Yeah. I think it says more about the Steelers and the Patriots.
I think that's fair. Yep.
Steelers definitely have their problems, but they went into it thinking about the Pats, right? Issues with fumbling. Didn't TJ Watt say that?
Yep. So Cameron Hayward, someone did. Yeah.
I mean, is that coaching there? I guess would help out, or just looking into things. The Patriots roster isn't the reason why they've lost games, but. Could guys like Pop Douglas and Ramondre Stevenson, I won't put Drake May in the category, but can those be the reasons why they continue to lose games and not find ways to win? Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think they need to figure out the guys who can help them win games because, Drake May is still only really won 2 games as a starter, so need to see a lot more.
You should see our chat right now regarding that Bryce Young versus Drake May debate. Oh, boy. God, everyone's on the Drake May wagon. Here I am just trying to make a case. So, all right, Doug.
On the Joe Murray Island.
There it is, Joe Murray Island. That's not the first time that's been mentioned before. Somebody called it the Joe Murray cul-de-sac. I don't know where that came from, but it was just somebody else's dead end. I don't know. Tonight I've been sharing facts all night long. All right, Doug, appreciate you, man. And check out Pat's chat as well with Michael Hurley. Doug, Boston Herald, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Anytime, Joe.
You got it. He's Doug Kyed, everybody. Ooh, yeah. Drake May, Bryce Young. Tail of the tape. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Or Wednesday night. We're at halftime of the football game. I'm Keith Jackson. 190. Here's the scoreboard.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy.
kidding me?
Blocked them again.
Are you kidding me?
Blocked them again. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Do you believe in miracles?
The Rams are standing silent. They can't believe what just happened.
I had Illinois versus Indiana. I'm not going to fade Indiana at home anymore against a ranked opponent. That's not happening. Who is my other loss? I lost the Rams game. And that Rams game, though, that was a Rams cover. Blocked field goal returned by the spitter. Right? Wasn't he the spitter? The kicking game was horrible. We got a social dropping soon. Intern Mark wrote it. Wrote it. Sure, you wrote it. He produced it. Who's the best kicker in the league? If you had one kick, 50 yards or more, who is it? Don't answer that. We're going to share it later on tonight. But Skaz, you see that one? You want to talk about a bad beat? Oh, baby, that was bad.
That's an all-timer. That's as bad as it gets.
Bad. Anything else yesterday? I thought the Packers choked.
Packers choked. Your guy, Ben Johnson, looked pretty good yesterday.
Got to give him that.
Caleb Williams looked good. Bears scoring points for the first time in a while. The Bengals look cooked. Next Monday night's going to be pretty miserable football watching experience.
What's that? I don't actually.
I believe it's Jets-Dolphins and Vikings-Bengals. I could be wrong on that second game, but I think we have a big-time wolf next Monday night. I'll have to double-check.
Mac Jones threw for 284 yards and a touchdown. The game winner. Seahawks are rolling. The Saints look like a winnable game for the Pats. Chargers come back to win. I mentioned the Texans. Jaguars 2-1. How about that?
There you go. Duval. But yes, next Monday night, Jets at Dolphins. Woof.
Oh, my God. Vomit. Who's favored?
I don't have a line for you. And then the second game is Bengals at Broncos. The Bengals and Vikings just played. So, yes, Bengals-Broncos. So, you're getting two pretty bad games.
We have to work that?
Jets-Dolphins, Joe. Woo! Can't wait.
Who'd you take right now?
The Jets. I know. You're on the Dolphins.
Exactly.
Recency bias.
Well, a couple more days off, right? To work and prepare.
They did play on Thursday.
How about Mariota?
Yeah, he tried to give that game away at points and then realized we have enough talent. I should try to do nothing and just let us win this game.
Tampa Bay, I'm circling. They find ways to win. They're not even fully healthy. No Wirfs. Who's the other wide receiver there? He's not Godwin. Right? Ibuka was...
He's a top 10 receiver already. He's that good.
I know Mike Williams getting an MRI, but he always is. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Todd Bowles guy, but you know what? I'm a Baker guy, though. Baker would have got that first down yesterday.
He would have fought for it.
That's really all I got. I still don't believe in the Colts.
The Saints are really, really bad. That was one of my takeaways, too. Just a horrendously bad football team.
You know, they can't tank for Arch because I don't even know if Arch is coming.
Arch might be bad. Your guy, what's it, Nussmeier there?
Well, Nuss is my guy, but Carson Beck?
I know, the Renaissance. Klubnik's kind of struggled. They've been disappointing.
Clemson lost to Syracuse, bro.
Woof.
Oh, by the way, I know
please.
We're going to do the musings at 10.
Yeah, we'll do them at 10 o'clock.
Dabo Swinney, you fraud. Is there a bigger fraud in college sports than Dabo Swinney?
Maybe Bill Belichick.
Okay. Well, did you see Jordan asking for concession money?
Is that what it was, you think? You're trying to get some money for the concession stand?
Okay, listen. I'm not a guy that, like, Skaz, we don't do, like, nightly Jordan segments. It's just,
there's only so much you can do, Joe.
You know,
it's a disaster.
But is her look that jean skirt look?
You're asking the
and
wrong guy.
The boots and is that like the Jordan look?
The boots do seem to be a fixture on Jordan there. I'm not paying enough attention, though. I did put it on Saturday just to see, and they were getting destroyed. But I don't know what the final was. But
you know, this isn't high school where you go down and kiss the coach.
I don't even think I saw that in high school.
Not at Bridgewater Rainham.
No, certainly not.
Great program over there.
Yeah, solid program.
Who is the big lineman there? They knew
Colombo?
Mark Colombo. He wouldn't allow that. Went to BC, right? Played in the league for a while.
Believe that's correct. Cowboys.
That's right. They don't allow that there. The Jordan look like I think she wants to be Taylor Swift.
I mean, they talk about shooting for the moon, Joe. The biggest pop star, the biggest star maybe in the world right now. I don't know if dating a 73-year-old semi-washed football coach whose boobs are bigger than yours is
true.
the way to get it done.
Oh, hers, you mean?
No, everybody's. He's the leader in the clubhouse.
Can I have some money for the concession stand? They really want an ice cream cone. If I get nachos, will you eat some with me? I feel her like rocking side to side while she asks. Do you think I can have some money for a slice of pizza? I'm just going to eat the cheese, though, not the bread. Maybe we can split an ice cream after.
I did see a guy you've petitioned for getting back into coaching. One John Gruden taking some shots at that gigantic tool Mike Lombardi this week. So good to see everyone else getting in on the Mike Lombardi hate. There's plenty to go around. I welcome all of it.
Some guy goes, "Hey, Joe, Ravens tied on a 1st and goal pass play with Henry and Jackson. Was it a bad play calling?"
Let me just ask quickly. Sorry, but do the Patriots have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry?
Well, tell that to Kurt Rom.
Kurt Rom. Any relation to John, I wonder?
I don't know, but Kurt, what do you want me to say? Lamar Jackson can do whatever he wants on the goal line.
Lamar Jackson, greater than Drake May. I would also, call me crazy, say that Derrick Henry is better than all 4 running backs the Patriots have on their roster.
Who's the Jackson? What's his name? What Jackson scored? Oh, that's Lamar Jackson. Henry. Oh, so Henry.
Rashad Bateman caught the pass from Lamar.
Oh. I'm just trying to figure out what this guy's trying to say.
Yeah, he got you, Joe. A classic gotcha situation where you're comparing Drake May and the corpses in the Patriots backfield
Joe's comparing Mayo and Vrabel
to Lamar and Derrick Henry. Very similar. I can see it. No differences.
Oh, you soft babies. I will tell the next time I see Mike Felger, I'm going to say to him, you better apologize to the Green Teamers because these jerk Patriots fans are the worst.
How was post-game calls yesterday?
Everybody was killing the team.
Well, that's good. I like that.
A lot of people wanted Vrabel gone and Drake May to be traded.
I think Kevin told me the second caller post-game fired Vrabel. Well, only week 3.
I need Vrabel. I need Gruden back in my life. Sputter to a banana. Do you think he would... The game is changing. The game is changing.
I think he's a guy that watches everything, though.
Yeah, this is why, though, I like guys like Dan Lanning. I know you might think he's a hardo. We'll find out this week.
He's definitely a hardo.
Penn State, though.
Doesn't mean you're not a good coach.
Who's a better coach?
I would take Lanning over Franklin.
Me all day long.
Franklin he's a choker.
Better quarterback, Drew Aller. We'll find out. All I'm saying is, this is why Debo's a fraud. You're in the ACC with home field advantage. Oh, Debo? Sorry, Dabo. Debo! You got knocked the bleep out. Dabo's a fraud. Fraud. You know what he did this week? He said that if you get NIL money and you don't produce, we can just pull it right from you. It's no different than real life.
That's a guy you want to play for there. That should help with recruiting. Not competitive in the SEC at all.
Probably why they tanked. For real. Greatest home field in sport in college, one of them at least, with the buses and they run down the hill. Tell me that ain't cool. They play in the ACC.
Yeah, Dabo looks like a tool when he does it, though. Give me LSU at home at night. That's best college football.
I'll even take a Mississippi State cowbell.
Oh, there you go. Ring the bells.
I hated cowbells when I played ball. Oh, why do we have cowbells around here? Why? Does Curry have cowbells? Okay, thank you. We got to go to break. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by the concession stand. Nope, it's been brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Joe Murray.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Comment.
It's electric.
You need an electrician? Call Common Electric.
today at DrainsByJames.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Here we go.
Boom. I win. Boom.
Yeah.
Get somebody.
We've got a passion for Boston sports.
Get angry.
98.5 The Sports Hub.
On stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
All right, Murray's Musings here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Again, want to thank our buddy Gino over at the Avenue in Somerville. These videos, guys, from Phil in what is it? It's a New York pizza joint. Phil in Syosset. It's a Syosset. Syosset? How do I say that? Syosset? Anyways, Phil's of Syosset is the name of the place, but I doom scroll, as you know, and I came across a couple of the TikToks of this place. And there's some really spicy videos. Like they tell people to sit the F down, or like someone grabs a slice that's not theirs. I mean, there's some like, hey, I called an hour ago, my pizza's not ready yet. Yeah, you need to wait when I call you, and I'll tell you when your pizza's ready. Like that kind of stuff, I like that.
You believe it's all real?
Well, it's not a show yet. It's just reels.
But you don't think it's like skits, though?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But isn't it all about content?
It's all about content, Joe. Always.
Puts the customers on blast, and he said that he has been taking notes, and their videos are a bit Hollywood in production, but all New York when it comes to attitude. Said he started keeping notes at the counter, and we come up with material every single day. Sassy and saucy. Folks who refer to sauce as gravy. Is it sauce or gravy?
It depends, but it
does depend.
It depends.
It does depend. Did you make it from scratch or is it canned?
Yeah.
Is there meat in it?
I believe it does depend.
It depends.
Some people say it's just gravy. Some people say it's just sauce.
One says it talks about people talking low on their phone. The other one targets wannabe food influencers groveling for a free meal. I don't grovel. I just want to eat your food. I'll pay for it.
Happy to pay.
A pair of the worst customer sins he regularly sees are when people leave their garbage on the counter instead of using the pail, which is clearly visible right next to the door. And those who order their pizza excessively well done. It's not a steak, he scoffed, adding that people who want pineapple pizza are also insufferable. Another pet peeve. When hard of hearing customers throw a fit asking if they want a fork or a spoon, thinking he said something much wrong. They don the antagonist role when they do these, and I saw one. Hey, I want a slice of pizza. I only have $5. He takes a couple of bites and then says, "Here you go." Real world. But I'm not a rude person, Skess. But I would love to tell somebody. When some guy told me to go eat a sandwich today regarding my Mike Vrabel stats versus Drake May, I then put him in a body bag and then asked for a sandwich from Sam LaGrasse's.
35 times in the pregame.
Did you see who was playing in the band?
Yeah, this was actually going to be kind of my musing tonight, Joe. Jason Kelce seems like a nice enough guy. I think he's been oversaturated. I think that point has been made. I think it's been proven, but we were in here at 7 o'clock for the show in this room. I must have seen Jason Kelce 25 times in the marching band in the 45 minutes of pregame coverage. It's just, we get it. He's goofy. He's kind of funny.
Yeah. What's he play, the tuba?
I think it was the saxophone.
Oh.
You ever play any instruments, Joe? Yeah, I
can play the guitar.
A little bit.
I can play the drums. I can play the bass.
You ever put one of the band hats on there like Kelce did?
Never in my life.
You didn't wrap it around your nose like he did because it's hilarious?
No.
Very funny?
We didn't have band. I mean, I went to Catholic school, so I used to sing like at church.
No band on the field for the games?
Nope, never in my life. You? I was the guy who played. I didn't.
I think BR had a band. I think so. I didn't play football, but I think they had a band. If I remember correctly. Well, those band camps, Joe. Anything can happen.
Well, this one time. Warm apple pie. Does Mark know what I'm talking about?
He does.
Oh, he does. Okay.
He does know.
You know what, Mark? Good. That's a good one. I'm glad you know exactly what we're talking about. I brought up Stifler's mom last week, remember?
Jennifer Coolidge. Local girl.
What's the name of that movie that I was kept talking about there? The letter? They would send letters to the house? I can't.
No idea. I know her from Legally Blonde.
Oh, that was Reese Witherspoon. Great actress, by the way. What do we have for birthdays today? There's nothing. There's nothing. This is the worst birthday day we've had.
Christian, yeah, you saw that one as well. Whoops. Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy. Still Draco Malfoy, I believe.
May I just say this? I am staying away from all political anything. I want nothing. I know that on this show we don't do that, but I'm really not doing it. I'm really not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to know about your TV show that you watch every night. I don't want to know about it anymore.
Tommy Lasorda's birthday today.
Remember the All-Star game when the bat got flipped at him when he fell over? That was my favorite moment.
Joan Jett.
Ooh. That's that Ronda Rousey song. I've seen Joan Jett. Punk rock. Did you ever see the movie Cherry Bomb?
I don't believe so.
Really, really, really good. Cherry Bomb. That's all I got tonight's guess. How's the move? Any musings?
Musings from the move? Honestly, Joe, I got to be honest with you. Moving, I don't want to say people overrate how bad it is, but it was, pretty seamless. You just drive a U-Haul, unload the U-Haul, we still got some boxes laying around, but wasn't anything too. I also don't own anything that's, super heavy or crazy valuable. So, a couple beds, couple bureaus. My girlfriend's cousins helped us out. My dad was there. A couple of buddies stopped by in the afternoon. We were done. Not done, but, U-Hauls were empty by 3:30, 4 o'clock on Friday, and we were on our way. Plumber was there today. I got water in the basement on Saturday. We're homeowners. I'm already, spending money I don't have. That's I'm learning, Joe. Learning quickly.
Can I give you a tip?
No, and I will say this. I had, we talked about, do the neighbors come over with the pie or the, welcome to the neighborhood. One neighbor, while we were unloading the U-Hauls, gave me the wave from the driveway. Welcome to the neighborhood.
That's all you need.
Things will be nice. And then that was it. That was, no one else came over. That's fine with me. Perfectly fine.
I would sniff and see if you smell anything cooking.
I haven't smelled anything cooking yet. So you saw some kids riding their bikes up and down the street on Saturday. Took that as a, nice sign. Little neighborhood action. But yeah, pretty quiet. Just how we like it.
Mark's looking at me. Does he have something to say?
You got him using, Mark? Oh, here we go. He's going to add something.
All right, what do you got, Mark?
I was going to say I was surprised. My grandparents moved to a new house around a year ago today, and I think the second day they were there, they woke up to a huge gift basket of a bunch of apple cider donuts, a bunch of cider, and other home goods, welcoming them to the new cul-de-sac.
Was it like, I don't want to, your grandparents here, but was it like an older people area?
No. Just like
okay.
Just random cul-de-sac in Stowe, Massachusetts, where they moved in.
A what?
Next thing they know, both neighbors came over, said hi, introduced their dogs and everything.
What kind of neighborhood was it?
Stowe, Massachusetts.
No, what did you call it though?
Cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Right.
A cul-de-sac.
With the circle at the end, or the rotary at the end, where you come out.
You're trying to catch someone, Joe. You're trying to catch a mistake.
That's right.
No, yeah. I mean, maybe I just don't have. Maybe I didn't put out the friendliest vibes yet. But yeah, I'm not like the most social guy in the world, so that's perfect. A wave is more than enough. That's all I'm asking.
Let me give you guys a tip.
You see something weird, you let me know. I see something weird, I let you know. That's about it. That's all I'm looking for in a neighbor.
Let me give you a tip. There are things that when you buy a house or move in somewhere that you just don't realize you ever needed. Toiletries is number one. Dude, go to Five Below or the dollar store, dude. You can get all the sponges, toilet plungers, toilet cleaners. Air freshener sprays, guys. Did you ever need those in your old house? You know what I mean? Like, you just, maybe there's that little plug it in. Sometimes you might want to go a little Charmin toilet paper over the traditional, maybe the other kind that you're using. But little things, sponges, steel wool. You would never know. Always need a nice couple of tools, maybe a toolbox.
I used to work construction. I got the tools.
Okay.
The shed's already full of tools. Yeah.
All right, just wanted.
I mowed the lawn Saturday. Weed whacker. Oh yeah, I'm ready to go.
What about a hedge? You got a hedge?
I got a hedge trimmer.
You got a hedge trimmer.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, snowblower.
No snowblower, but I'm a shovel guy for now. You know, we'll transition as we get older, maybe. But
dude, there are things that pop up that you're like, dude, I really need to get this.
I gotta buy doors. You know, I gotta buy a window.
Those aren't cheap.
Yeah, I know. I'm learning. I've installed doors before, but I wasn't the guy paying for them, so it's a little different now.
All right. Well, I'll be waiting for more musings on the homeowning.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll have some.
They always pop up. The worst is when you just start getting bills all the time.
That's coming. I will say, too, as someone who's never been in this position before, I did find it kind of odd that the only payment you'll ever make in your life in, like, rears, like everything else I've ever bought or paid for in my life, you pay for up front. You pay for, basically the month of or in advance. When it comes to your house, you're paying the next month. You're paying after the month is over. I thought that was, maybe that's just me being, new to it, but I thought that was kind of strange. You're paying for, so when after 30 years and 1 month, I'll be done with the mortgage. I thought that was kind of odd.
Just remember, you can always refinance.
Yeah, refinancing.
The rates get better. Just come on down, baby. Whenever the rates do come down, of course. Not sure when that's going to happen, guys. But I don't want to do that tonight. Because I ain't got no time for it. And ain't nobody want to hear you talk about what you think you know. It's kind of like me. Some people don't want to hear what I have to say either. If I tell you that Gerard Mayo has been better than Mike Vrabel through 3 games, God forbid I give you facts.
What about Matty P?
Well, I am still. Oh, did you see what I threw in Slack earlier? People don't want to hear this one either. And I've been consistent on this one, by the way. Just to throw it out there as fact as well. Well, you know what? I'll save it. Because, again, the people who you guys think are good, let me tell you who was better. And I'll tell you who that was coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Zone.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.
Well, I told you I work in fact. Ryan, Garvin, and Jake produced a great video, dude. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Skaz. I just threw it in Slack. But to the some guy in chat that didn't like the facts of Pats, the facts of Pats, well, how about this one, Skaz? Always ready to pull the lever when I have to. I have said that Matt Patricia has been the best offensive coordinator that the Patriots have had over the last 5 years. And when I tell you that everybody, and I mean everybody, rolls their eyes at me, do you know why they roll their eyes? Because it's facts. F-A-C-T-S. Facts. You ready for this? Matt Patricia's 2022 offense through 3 games averaged 21.4 points per game, 5.3 yards per play. Do you know what Josh McDaniels' offense has done through 2025, Skaz? Do you want to take a guess? Would you say it is over or under 21.4 points per game through the first 3 games?
I would say under.
Correct. Josh McDaniels' offense, 20 points per game, 5.4 yards per play. Just wanted to mention the facts. Oh, how bad does that piss people off? I can already, let's see, here we go. The chat, here we go. Well, everyone's watching the game. Not us. I guess you guys are too. Yeah, the Lions. Yeah, the Lions have coordinators who can make calls. Hey, do you know the Lions, what they do on the goal line? They run the ball. Did you know that the Lions running backs don't fumble the ball? Did you? You know that, right?
I prefer running backs who don't fumble.
Yes, and they have receivers who catch the ball.
Also good.
Also good. Couple of receivers who can catch
Talented.
They have quarterbacks that also don't turn the ball over. Patriots quarterback turns the ball over. So, anyways, somebody just mentioned a bidet. Do you have a bidet?
I do not, no.
They just wanted to ask. They wanted to know. I think somebody wanted to know. We just went from facts to bidets.
And cleaning up the mess. The Joe Murray Show.
Only here on the night show. Where else can you get that? It's so good. You got to check out this video. I just shared it.
Oh, you're talking bidets for a second.
What else can I do? I've been dropping facts all night, people. I mean, I got more for you if you want. Can we take a little pause and do a little Celtics for a second here?
Please.
I love Jaylen Brown this weekend streaming.
Yeah, you see his phone calls?
He called everybody.
Didn't go so well.
Well, he also changed his number. I don't answer the numbers I don't know. Do you?
No, of course not. I don't even answer numbers I know, Joe.
You know what? I think I talked to 2 people, my mom and Andy Wong. Don't save that. Don't.
Might be a new rejoiner.
But yeah, me and Andy Wong will have a full-fledged conversation probably on my way home. That's the only time we can communicate because he works late, I work late, and let's have a conversation. And maybe we'll have a dinner. Oh, the Celtics thing. Fred VanVleet is out for the year. Point guard, won a championship. You know who they're going to call, right? They're going to call the Celtics for Anthony Simons. See ya, buddy. They're going to get a roster adjustment. Van Vliet makes like $40 million a year, right? So yeah, they'll get a little bit of a roster. Maybe the Celtics can, I don't even think they want to take anything back. Just give them picks. Give them 19 years of second round picks. See ya, Anthony Simons. But that's what I think is going to happen today. And the funniest thing was, Skaz and I said the same thing at the same time. He goes, Anthony Simons, thank you, are now a Houston Rocket. And I literally wrote, Simons is gone.
We're on the same page with that one, Joe.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I mean, listen, media day is on Monday.
Maybe Drew Holiday ends up down there.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody. Houston, make a phone call. Man, these are two good teams, huh?
A lot of people praising the play calling for the Lions.
Oh.
Interesting.
Better than the Ravens?
Well, they lost Ben Johnson, and yet they're still able to call creative plays. That's a bold strategy.
Week one, they didn't.
No, they certainly did not. Almost like they're getting better, though, as the season goes on.
Did you know that Jeff Teague did the same Jaylen Brown challenge?
And he called Tatum, and Tatum answered. I saw that literally like an hour ago, maybe.
Sources on the ground told me that Tatum at the game yesterday.
Yeah, I saw him and Deuce, Jay-Z, Roman Anthony.
Hanging out with Jay-Z, Marcelo Meyer.
Yes, Marcelo Meyer there as well.
So is Marcelo Meyer like the tag-along kid? Like growing up, it was Nomar and Lou. Is Marcelo Meyer like the sidekick?
He's Roman Anthony's like, Brian Hoyer. He just shows up with Brady at the Derby.
Good one. Like, are they a package deal now? They're not going to trade Marcelo Meyer because he's Roman's guy?
The Celtics traded, what was it, Javonte Green there, who was Tatum's best friend, so anything can happen.
Well, they brought in Emile Jefferson, didn't they?
That's another Tatum guy, yes.
Yeah. And Joe Mazzulla?
I saw Matt McCarthy with a good tweet on Roman Anthony being out there. I believe he said it was the first time Marcelo Meyer had been spotted anywhere after August 1st in the last 4 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, what's up with McCarthy?
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's called facts. Time to dance, band about the facts and pats. I wonder if we can make that a thing, Skip.
Put that on Spotify.
Somebody just wrote, it's time for the hot seat. All right. Well, let's get your final headline of the night. There's a lot going on in this football game. And we'll wrap it up. Coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by...
And Celtics fans. Oh, I know at least the Celtics are in reality of what's going on. Patriots fans, oh, no. You say something wrong about Drake May, it's on. They'll attack you personally. They'll mention your size or your baldness. You know, they'll mention, what do you know? The Pats fans are the worst. I've worked in radio for 17 years. There was so much success that when the people that the team's not good anymore, but they still rep their team, right? Like the Patriots were the team that you would rep and die for. They were, and they came through in the end, but it's not like that anymore, people. And there's more of them. These Patriots fans, what year were you born, Mark? Our intern, Mark.
I was born in 2003.
So the Patriots had 2 Super Bowls by then.
Yeah, all I've known is winning.
So all you do is win, no matter what, right?
For every sport too. So
every sport,
I've been
right?
as spoiled as one can be.
Do you defend the Patriots at everything?
I do, but I feel like I just been those people of the Patriot fans who expect way too much because it's all I've ever known.
So
it's been 4 bad seasons. It's something I've never seen before in my lifetime.
So when I tell you that through 3 games, Gerard Mayo's been better than Mike Vrabel, you'll defend it?
I don't want to. I don't know. I'm a Vrabel guy, so.
Yeah, this is my point.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't.
The facts don't matter.
The
stats don't matter.
Yeah,
You're just going to defend.
Yeah.
Jim Murray likes to call them diaper babies.
Do I fit into that category?
Yeah, you got a big wad of poop in your pants.
I don't know. It's just something stinky about Gerard Mayo. I mean, I feel like I could just feels like there's more hope with Vrabel. Yeah, I know the stats don't show it, but
there's something more smelly about defending something that isn't true.
That also true.
You defending the wall because you're a Patriots fan, that's smelly.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's smelly. And you're admitting it.
I am. Just in my mind, I feel like there's more upside with Vrabel through the rest of this season than if Gerard Mayo was there.
Confirmed. Mark from Curry, Mark the intern. Diaper baby. Do you agree, Skaz? I mean, being called a green teamer.
A badge of honor.
At least you could admit that ownership didn't want to spend money this year and they blew the team up.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing about what the Celtics did surprised me in any way. They were still the best team and did win the title, though, just for those keeping track.
But on October 22nd, you're defending the wall.
To a point. I'm not going to defend, the roster they're going to put out there. But I think they'll still be a playoff team this year. And I think Jason Tatum will be the best player, top 5 player in basketball when he comes back. If he's not, then you're in serious trouble. Can I give you one takeaway, too, I have from this game tonight, this Lions-Ravens game? The Patriots are so far away. So far away for being an above-average football team. Being in a league with the Ravens, the Lions, the Bills, even the Chiefs who've struggled this year. You're not close to that. You're not. These teams have elite defenses. The Lions' defense has been impressive tonight. Obviously, we don't have our eyes glued to it, but the page, when you watch a game like this, 28-24, whatever it is right now, the Patriots are so far away. And that, I don't know, it doesn't make me feel, better or worse about Mike Vrabel. It's just the team as a whole. They don't have the talent to compete with these teams.
Yeah, I mean, I'm realistically looking at it. They're working with a roster of guys that weren't theirs. This is what I mean by Pop Douglas and Ramondre Stevenson. They got to get their own guys in there. Then, Skaz, they have to go and then draft more guys next year and then spend money that they don't know that they're going to spend. And then they need the guys from this year to develop next year, right? That's going to take a long time. this was supposed to be an easy schedule, and they're going to be a playoff team. Like, I will say this. I think it happens faster than we're talking about right now. But I think next year, personally, that's when I might have some expectations. Because you'll have the second draft class. You'll be able to spend more money. Drake May will be better. You hope. The defense will be better, right? I mean, I just feel that there was, when I say too much on Drake May's plate, there's too much on his plate to be great. And he's just not ready for that. We'll wrap this thing up. Coming up on the other side, I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray.
Ouch. Oh, that's a belly laugh for me. Oh, my God. Oh. So what do you think Baltimore radio will be like? Like, do they go at Harbaugh? Is Monken going to get it? Like, is it Lamar? Like,
I think Lamar gets a little bit of it. He hasn't been, he's been, he has his moments. He's Lamar, but he wasn't great tonight.
Oh, boy.
Just one quick thing, too, Joe, while we're pouring salt on wounds.
We got 3 minutes. Let's do it.
See Walker Buehler this weekend?
No, I didn't. I saw him talking this weekend.
His start with the Phillies on September 20th, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts.
Does he?
That's his stats total with the Phillies. My apologies.
But does he get the money like he had with the Red Sox, or was that?
I don't know if he gets the money.
Because he was claimed, right?
Yes.
So does that mean that every start he gets with the Phillies, he makes $500,000?
That's above my pay grade. I'm not sure, but he's been pitching well. Just a little more,
They're good, though,
salt.
aren't they?
The Phillies are good. Going to the playoffs. Clinched already.
Imagine having a guy that's won the World Series on your staff at the end of the year as a pickup. Like, imagine if the Red Sox had a guy like that.
Would be nice.
But why? Why did what happened there? They moved him to the bullpen because of
he didn't like it. He was getting bonuses.
That was a money move.
Money moves.
I feel like there was another money move they made this year too. This is Rafael Devers. Was that?
Oh, I think there was some money involved in that one.
Money move on that one. Who would have thought, huh? Sometimes you have to pay for success.
It's a crazy concept.
I mean, the Ravens at least have drafted most of their guys, right? Like Lamar, Zay Flowers, their line. They signed Derrick Henry, but he was casted off.
They draft Patrick Queen.
But he's now on the Steelers.
Oh, that's right. Who? Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton's good.
I think he might be a little banged up.
Both of their corners are very good. Andrews.
Yeah, Jabril Peppers jumping on a ball yesterday.
Oh, did you remember him?
Yeah, I remember.
He actually recovered a ball and I think forced the fumble.
6 tackles as well.
Talked to Jake earlier today, and they were thinking about doing an article on former Patriots and how they're doing, like Juju, Thornton.
Tyquan Thornton looked pretty good.
Peppers. Tomorrow we have a Bruins game, everybody. So we'll be on after the Bruins game. Short show, not much to do. So that's it. Well, we'll have a social coming out from Mark from Curry, our intern. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Thanks to Skaz. Thanks to Mark. I'm Joe Murray. We will talk to you guys tomorrow night after the Bruins game here on 98.5.